Good morning, students. Today we will read the short story Who Owns the Water? As we all know that water is a resource and it is a natural resource. And what do you think? Only one person has a hold on it, or it is only for one person, or is it for everyone? So let's read, because we often fight over such issues that the things are for only the people who are influential or the people who are the rich. These natural resources are only for those, or they are for everyone. Nature has created it for everyone. Let's read. Once upon a time, on the borders of a dusty little village, a tiny bird searched for a place to lay her eggs. एक बार की बात है, गांव के एक बॉर्डर एरिया में, वहाँ एक छोटा सा डस्टी एरिया था। जो विलेज था वो बहुत ज़्यादा ग्रीनरी वाला नहीं था, डस्ट थी, और एक छोटी सी चिड़िया जो है वो जगह ढूंढ रही थी अपने अंडे देने के लिए। द लैंड वॉज डस्टी एंड ड्राई एंड देयर वॉजेंट अ बुश और ट्री इनसाइड। वो जो लैंड थी, वो जो जगह थी, वो जो विलेज था, वो डस्टी था और ड्राई था, और वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा बुशेज़ नहीं थे, ट्रीज़ नहीं थे देखने के लिए। Finally, in desperation, that means acting out of worry and fear. She was desperate to find the place. She was trying her best to find the place, but couldn't. The little bird discovered a shallow pit in the ground. So end में बहुत ढूंढने के बाद उसको क्या मिला? एक छोटा सा पिट मिला। पिट होता है खड्डा। उस खड्डे को उसने ढूंढा अपने एग्स ले करने के लिए। Using her claws to remove the stones and loosen the packed earth, she broadened the hole, and there, underneath the hot sun, she laid her eggs. अब उस बर्ड ने क्या किया? अपने क्लॉज को यूज़ किया। क्लॉज होते हैं चिड़िया के पंजे, उनको यूज़ करके उसने पत्थर हटाया है और मिट्टी हटाई, क्योंकि मिट्टी वो जो है सूखी हुई थी, सूखने की वजह से वो सख्त थी, तो उसको उसने लूज़ किया अपने पंजों से, और जो एक छोटा सा पिट था उसको बड़ा किया और उसके नीचे जाके, और क्योंकि सन भी बहुत हॉट था वहाँ उसने अपने एग्स ले किए। द एग्स हैच्ड एंड द गुड मदर प्रोटेक्टेड एंड फेड हर बेबीज अंटिल दे वर बिग इनफ टू फ्लाई अवे। अब उस चिड़िया ने अपने बच्चों को हैच किया। शी हैच द एग्स, और उसमें से बेबीज़ निकले, और फिर उसने अपनी बेबीज़ को फीड किया तब तक जब तक कि वो बड़े नहीं हो गए, इतने बड़े नहीं हो गए कि वो वहाँ से दूर जा सके। एंड हियर आवर स्टोरी वुड हैव एंडेड, एक्सेप्ट दिस isn't a tale of the little bird, but a much more interesting one of the hole she used as a temporary nest. अब यहाँ वो कहते हैं कि हमारी कहानी जो है it ended because चिड़िया ने अंडे दिए, बच्चे हुए और बच्चे उड़ गए। But it is not the story only of the bird, but it is more important for the place, the hole she used as a temporary nest. ये कहानी उस छोटे से होल की है जिसको उसने एक टेम्परेरी होता है जो कि परमानेंट नहीं था। अपोजिट ऑफ परमानेंट इज टेम्परेरी। थोड़ी देर के लिए जो एक होल उसने अपने नेस्ट की तरह यूज़ किया था। अ होल, यू मे आस्क। नाउ यू पीपल वुड सरप्राइज कि इज इट अ स्टोरी ऑफ अ होल? What could be interesting about a hole in the ground? Well, this hole grew to the quite important, as you will discover. Now further reading the story, we will come to know that this hole played an important role. It is of quite interest. ये hole जो था, जो छोटा सा था, लेकिन बाद में जाके एक interesting part बन गया इस कहानी का। For some time the hole remained dusty and unoccupied. Unoccupied, a person, no one lived there. It was not used by anyone. Until one day, a passing wild boar settled his rump into the depression. Now, what is rump? Rump is a buttock rear end. That is the back side of the body. So, one day, a boar came, and he settled there in that hole. The pit was not comfortable enough, and getting up, he scraped and dug. Now that place was small one, it was not comfortable for him, so what he did, he scraped. What is the meaning of scraped? Removed something from the surface by moving something sharp and hard like a hoof across it. सो उसने भी अपने क्लॉज को यूज़ करके जो है उस होल को थोड़ा सा बिग किया ताकि वो उसमें अच्छे से बैठ जाए, मेकिंग द पिट अ बिट लार्जर and more comfortable for himself. So the boar, he also did the same thing what the bird did. Backing into this hollow, he turned around a few times and with a satisfied grunt settled down around a few times and with a satisfied grunt settled down for a long snooze. Now what is the meaning of snooze? Snooze is to sleep, a nap. So what the boar did, he made the hole a comfortable one. He moved around it quite a few times and with a satisfied grunt. Grunt is the noise of the boar. बोर की आवाज़ जो होती है, उसने एक ग्रंट किया और फिर उस होल में वो आराम से बैठ गया थोड़ी देर सोने के लिए, नैप लेने के लिए. A very long snooze it was too. Now he slept for a long time. The boar turned and scrabbled in his sleep, loosening the earth around his cozy dugout. Now what the boar did, he was sleeping, but in his sleep also he kept on scrabbling the earth. वो सोए सोए भी उस अर्थ को डिग कर रहा था और उस अर्थ को लूज कर रहा था ताकि वो होल जो है, वो जो डग आउट था, डग आउट द प्लेस ही मेड अ नैरो डिच और पिट, वो छोटा सा एक पिट जो उसने बनाया था वो उसको और बड़ा कर सके. Until the fading sun and the rumble in his stomach told him it was time to get up. So how long he slept? Until his stomach warned him that now you are hungry and get up. And sun also went down. So जब तक सूरज नीचे चला गया और उसको भी भूख लगने लगी तो उसको पता चला कि अब उठने का टाइम है. So he got up. With a mighty stretch and a final kick, the hungry boar left his daybed without a backward glance. Now he took a stretch, उसने अपनी बॉडी को स्ट्रेच किया and he gave a final kick and the hungry boar, he left the daybed. Daybed, the place which he used for his sleep in day. तो दिन में वो जिस पिट में सोया था, जिसको उसने थोड़ा सा कंफर्टेबल बनाया था, उसने उसको छोड़ दिया और बिना पीछे देखे हुए, बिना एक भी नज़र उस पिट के ऊपर डाले हुए, he moved forward. And is that it? You will inquire. अब आप पूछेंगे कि क्या यही स्टोरी है? To which I will reply, no, it isn't, dear one, not by a long shot. Our story has just begun. Now, अब आप कहेंगे कि ये कहानी थी क्या? तो ये कहानी नहीं है, ये तो जस्ट अभी स्टार्ट हुई है हमारी कहानी. A pack of wild dogs catching the scent of boar in the wind came to the spot where he had lain. Now what is boar? Boar is pig, male pig, बड़ा वाला जो जंगल में रहता है, जिसको हम हिंदी में सूअर भी कहते हैं. तो जंगली सूअर को बोर कहा जाता है. तो वो जो बोर की जो है स्मेल, उसको सूंघते हुए कुछ डॉग्स जो थे, वाइल्ड डॉग्स, वो वहाँ पर आ गए जहाँ पे वो रुका था. दे स्निफ्ड द सर्कल दैट वॉज रिच विद द स्मेल ऑफ द एनिमल. सो एज यू नो, इट इज़ द हैबिट ऑफ एनिमल. डॉग्स जो है वो स्निफ करते हैं. उन्होंने उस सर्कल को स्निफ किया. दे स्निफ द पेट and they found the smell of another animal. They whined and snarled and dug at the smell. What is whined? Gave a long, high-pitched complaining sound. Snarled made an aggressive or threatening growl and they started digging the pit. उन्होंने उसको स्निफ किया और स्मेल को जो है स्निफ करने के बाद, स्मेल लेने के बाद उन्होंने अपनी आवाज़ जो है निकाली, एग्रेसिव थ्रेटनिंग ग्राउल किया और वो उस स्मेल को जो है सूंघने के बाद एज इफ डिगिंग द एल्यूसिव बोर, दे स्टार्टेड कि इस होल में, इस पिट में बोर कहाँ है, तो दे स्टार्टेड डिगिंग. सो getting the scent of that animal, getting the smell of the animal, the wild dogs, they also started searching the boar in that pit. Himself out to the ground, finally realizing that there was no dinner to be found there, they left, their noses and tails high in the air. Now अपने आप को उन्होंने देखा कि डॉग्स ने, they did a hard work, they started searching for the boar but they couldn't find. उनको वो बोर नहीं मिला. सो जो उनका डिनर होने वाला था तो दे डिडंट फाइंड द डिनर, सो दे लेफ्ट द प्लेस. उस जगह को उन्होंने छोड़ दिया. अपनी जो उनकी नोजेस थे और जो उनकी टेल्स थे उनको हाई इन द एयर करके दे वेंट. एंड इन डूइंग सो दे लेफ्ट द होल अ लिटिल बिगर एंड wider than they had found it. Now, in this process of finding the boar, what they did, they dug the hole. Now, the hole has become more bigger and more wider. And then what happened? You will ask, do other animals come along too? Now, आपसे पूछेंगे, maybe you are curious to ask what happened next. They do indeed, my child. I told you the whole had a story to tell. Yes, the other animals, they also came. They also came there, they also dug it, and they also made it wide, because this hole has a story. Not long after the rains came, it poured, and only those of us who have seen the monsoons will know what that means. Now, after a few days, it started raining. We all know what is monsoon, so it started raining. It rained without stopping for 3 days and 3 nights, and the dry earth soaked up the moisture as a hungry puppy laps up milk. Now here, hungry puppy laps up milk. What is used? As simile is used here. जैसे कि भूखे डॉग के जो बच्चे होते हैं, पप्स होते हैं, वो दूध पीते हैं, ऐसे ही जो अर्थ थी, it soaked up all the water. So all the moisture it soaked up as if the earth was also hungry like the pups. The earth smelled wet and fresh, and even the normally serious looking people in the village went around with smiles on their faces. Now in monsoon we all feel happy because monsoons come after the scorching heat. So the people of the village, they also felt happy and they were also smiling. The hole in the ground collected the water that fell, and around its edges the grass grew a brighter green. Now what happened? When the rain stopped, the green grass grew on the side of the hole. Soon buffaloes discovered the grassy spot, and as is their habit, they wallowed in a puddly water. Now what is wallowed? That is rolled about in mud or water. Now it is a habit of buffaloes. They like puddles, they like muddy and watery areas, so they started coming and they started rolling in that muddy pit. They also were enjoying the pit, the water, and the greenery there. I was not there to see, but I am told that many afternoons did the buffaloes gather, and thus with a large number of hooves stamping the soil, the pit that was once a tiny depression widened and grew and became a little watering hole. Now what happened? The writer is saying that I was not there, she was not there to see all these things, but told that for many afternoons the buffaloes, they keep on coming there and rolling there and moving there. So with the hooves, that is toes of the animal, उन hooves के साथ they loosened the mud, and the depression, which was a small hole, it became a wider one. And they all lived happily ever after. You will say in glee. Glee is smile, happiness. So with a happiness, you will say ki the story is going to end because they all lived happily. But that really happens in real tales, my dear. There is more to go. So you will have to wait a while. But it isn't. The story doesn't end here. There are much more things to go. A poor farmer plowed the land near the once small depression. His life was hard and the rains were often cruel. In summer months, he had to travel far to get water for his thirsty crops, and even then his harvest was meager. What is meager? That is little. Now a farmer's land was there, so he dug the land. His life was hard because rains were also there, and in summer months he had to travel far and wide to get the water, and in spite of this he was not able to get more harvest from his land. उसको ज़्यादा जो है क्रॉप नहीं मिलता था, क्योंकि गर्मियाँ बहुत होती थी, बारिश इतनी नहीं होती थी, पानी के सोर्सेज नहीं थे, तो उसकी क्रॉप जो है वो बहुत अच्छी नहीं हो पाती थी. One day, not long after the last of the season's rain, he straightened up from his back-breaking work and looked over the land that was soon becoming brown again. अब एक दिन जब बारिश भी एंड होने वाली थी, तो उसने अपने काम करने के बाद वो स्ट्रेटन अप हुआ और उसने देखा कि जो लैंड है उसके आसपास की, बिकॉज रेन्स जो बहुत ज़्यादा तो थी नहीं, तो वहाँ पे वो लैंड फिर से ब्राउन हो रही है. ब्राउन मीन्स अगेन इट इज़ गेटिंग ड्राई. एंड ऑन द horizon just beyond his sad little plot, his eyes came to rest on a patch of green. तो जब वो horizon क्या होता है, where the earth and sky seems to meet, तो horizon की तरफ देख रहा था, तो his eyes noticed the patch of green area. Going closer to inspect, the farmer fell to the ground with gratitude at the sight of the Verdant bowl. Verdant bowl, what is Verdant bowl? That is green and fertile. Now his eyes spotted that hole, a hole which was once a small one but now grown bigger and greener, and grass was also there. So he felt gratitude, thankful that there is some water. Here was water to be had, and so close to his holding is place, an area he possessed. तो उसकी लैंड के पास में ही उसको वो एक छोटा होल मिल गया जहाँ पे पानी था. Forgetting all tiredness, he raced home and brought out his pickaxe and spade, and soon the buffalo's picnic spot was a perfectly decent little pond. So what he did? He ran home. He brought a pickaxe. What is pickaxe? A tool used to break up hard ground or rock. And he started digging it, and that hole converted into a proper buffalo's picnic spot. So it became a little pond. तो वो इतना बड़ा हो गया कि एक छोटा सा pond बन गया. In this story, getting to end with a moral, you ask me doubtfully. Now you people will ask, is this the moral of the story, that water was there? No, little one, but there is something to learn from everything. We see and hear, so hush while I come to the end of the tale. So happy was the farmer that he told his wife, who sent for the village priest to bless their fortune. I do not need to tell you how soon news travel in a little village, and so it was quite a crowd that gathered by the side of the pond to see the priest furrow his brow and chant serious something that nobody ever understands. What is furrow? Furrow is pull the eyebrows together and produce lines on the face. So the priest ran to the house and he told his wife. Now wife sent for the priest to bless for their fortune, and soon the things spread in whole of the village. But the farmer, he gave a furrow on his brow and he started chanting something. Just then the richest farmer in the village pushed his way to the front of the group. He was always upset when things took place that he was not invited to. Now the priest came and he pushed the people aside, and he was angry that why they have not invited him. Looking at the farmer and the placid pond. What is placid? Placid means calm and quiet. So he looked at the farmer and the pond. Stuttered the poor farmer. What is stuttered? That is spoke with pauses, often repeating the first sound of some words. So he started speaking to the farmer. Why, yes, said the rich one in smooth tones. Your patch surely ends just there. This land is all mine. And saying this, he crossed his arms and planted his feet firmly on the ground. Now the priest said that your land ends there, and this pond lies on my land. So he prepared himself for a fight. As the rich farmer and the poor one looked at each other, the buffaloes, the dogs, the boar, and yes, even the little bird stopped by to see. They all stood around the little jewel of blue, and in every mind, small and big, came a similar thought. Surely I had something to do with this. Now, what happened? In the meantime, all the animals, the little bird who dug the hole, the boar who came and widened it, then the dogs who came in search of boar and widened it, and the buffaloes, they all stood there and they said, yes, we also have a share in this hole. And so I end with a question for you, my beloved friends. Now, the writer wants to ask us a question. Who owns the water? Not a moral, just a thought, a germ of an idea to dig and make bigger. Now, the writer leaves us to ponder upon the question that the water belongs to whom? The farmer, the priest farmer, rich farmer, whose land was that? The other farmer whose land was at the edge of that pond, the bird who dug the hole, the boar who came and widened it, the dogs who came and widened it further, the buffaloes who again came and contributed in it. So the hole belongs to whom? The pond belongs, the water belongs to whom? Now, this is the question you have to answer, that who is responsible or who is the owner of that water. So think upon it.